To be honest, Heaven Store High doesn't sell at all. But selling this unpopular drink really makes time pass slowly. Maybe this isn't such a bad life for a vending machine after all.
Your innocent actions always make me smile. But just because I'm smiling, it doesn't necessarily mean my heart is.
looking great. Try playing the trumpet. Found something again? Contemplating while looking at all the random objects. Those days aren't so bad.
I'm glad the power is back, but the lights are flickering, and my joints aren't moving properly. At this rate, this isn't going to work, so someone please do something. Thank you. I'm on my way, everyone.
This is where we used to hang out. We were soothed by the sounds of the water, close to both nature and our homes, but most importantly, a lack of people.
What should we play today? There's nothing to do here.
One day, we found a cat. It seemed it was a stray, left to wander the riverbank. The lack of food left it feeble. One of its eyes was slightly off, as if it had an illness.
Hey, where'd you come from? What's wrong? Are you hungry?
We began bringing it food and milk from our homes. We weren't allowed to keep pets in our household. We began going to the river every day to take care of the cat. After school ended, we brought it milk. Using a cardboard box, we gave it a home. Having never owned pets, we had no idea what we were doing. The process of feeling our way through to an understanding had entranced us. And so came a time when we began to love the cat. We enjoyed our days spending time with this cat. One day, when the three of us were walking along the riverbank, the cat was walking ahead of us. Upon seeing the cat, an unknown man coming from the opposite direction picked it up and began petting it. Feeling as though something of mine was taken from me, I stood somewhat frustrated.
Are you taking care of it here? It's sick, so I'm going to take it to the vet. And I'll keep it at my house from now on. It can't be living out here like this anyways.
Yeah, I know. I'm a kid, and I can't even have pets at home. I wouldn't be able to convince my parents. My friend spoke up.
Wouldn't it be happier for it to be with him? We can't keep it, so it'd be stuck here by the river forever. And it's sick. Something seems to be wrong with one of its eyes as well. It'll be hard, but let's see it off with a smile, okay?
That that's how it's supposed to be, I thought. Even if we continued to care for it, it's not like we could visit every day. And it would be dangerous if the river ever flooded. But at the same time, I felt something indescribable. Why could the man care for the cat, but I couldn't? He was a proper adult. The power he had was so far away from my own that I felt helpless. Either way, the cat was definitely going to be happier with him. But it was also true that I felt as if my own treasure was being taken away. If I were an adult, I would have claimed it as my own and brought it home too. Is it because I'm a kid? Or is it because I don't possess that privilege as a person to begin with? Did the cat have fun at all playing with us? I can never protect the things I care about. No. Maybe it's because I'm only thinking about myself that things turn out this way. As I became dejected over my own inadequacy, I whimpered.
Huh? Wait, the bridge came down on its own. Huh? Wait, the bridge came down on its own.
Oh, the bridge is down. That's unusual.
Supposedly people can't move forward until they're satisfied they understand. They're a slave to that satisfaction. Admittedly, I'm the same. What about you? Bring something again? It's hard to say what the point is, but there are things you can't throw away.
You're a good guy. Just so you know, there's nothing inside me.
I went out of my way to come here, but it doesn't look like I can enter. If I can get the bell to ring, I'm sure I'll be able to hear the piano again. Because that man would always play after it rang. But how can I get the bell to ring?
There are people who bring flyers and shove them in without asking. And I wish they wouldn't deliver things that are not needed by the owner.
Oh, the pain. It seems this is the end for me. Hey, did I make it close to the bell? I haven't even rung it yet. But I was so excited about my new life above ground. Having a vision of the future is vital to success. That line was written in some torn-up business book I found. So, maybe I was expecting something else as well. Imagining the walls of society. It was kind of fun. Albeit a bit strange. But life wasn't that easy on me. Looks like this is where my journey ends. Sorry, everyone. Can you go back to the manhole and tell them for me? Ugh. It hurts. Just once. I would have liked to drink the beverage called champagne inside a jacuzzi. I think I can see the golden bubbles.
We can't decide what goes inside the capsules. So whether it becomes popular is a gamble. That said, if it's trendy, people will get bored of it quickly. You might think kids ride us the most, but it's actually the adults. I guess it's what they call nostalgia. According to the rumors, there's a trash can and something called a computer. For us trash cans stuffed with garbage and forced to endure the smell every day. I think life as a data trash can would be easy. At least data doesn't smell, right?
The power's on, but it's not working properly, and I can't think straight. I can't even remember if it was supposed to be coffee or tea. Somebody help me. Nature is cruel. But when you really think about it, I'm a part of nature too. I wonder what that big thing is behind me.
I can't breathe. Just kidding. Wait, why can't I breathe? Well, no matter. Now that I think of it, if objects can have dreams, I guess fish can too. I'd like to hear what they have to say. I don't really get it, but we're in the ocean, and somehow we can breathe. So it's a good opportunity to listen to them. By the way, there's no way you can fire your gun properly in this water. Take this underwater attachment. I can't. Wait, well, now that I think I don't so it's a good found something again. to why it was on the ground. I could spend all day just thinking about the reasons.
I wonder what that big thing is behind me. Nature is cool. But when you really think about it, I'm a part of nature too.
Hey there, where did you come from? The ocean is full of all kinds of creatures. And I'm one of them.
Nature is cool. But when you really think about it, I'm a part of it. Nature is cool. But when you really think about it, I'm a part of nature too.
I'm not sure why, but I always feel like I'm being watched here.
We're just randomly collected for no particular reason. All of us grouped together and called firewood. Right now I'm on vacation. It's up to the owner when we, the doors, get a break. We make sure to rest while the owner is away on vacation.
The piano that used to play in the plaza was beautiful. We used to look forward to it. House that no one lives in. I hope someone will open and close me again someday.
I used to prepare dinner with my husband and kids, but now my husband doesn't come home very often. The atmosphere in the house isn't good. My son doesn't want to be home much either. I wonder where he is now. I hope he's not too far away. Actually, we're moving to another city soon because of my husband's job. I don't know if my son is really on board, but the place we're moving to is a bit more urban, and I'm sure there will be lots of kids his age.
We're just randomly collected for no particular reason. All of us
Where did you come from? Well, I guess it wouldn't be so hard if you knew that, huh? I don't even know where I came from or how I was made. Someone recently told me a mole has been appearing in this town. They say a mole only leaves its den once in a lifetime.
I am a piece of paper stuck on the wall. I've ended up here after everything that happened. Thinking about how strong the glue they used to stick me up here was. I feel like I'll spend my whole life here on this wall.
There's a piano up ahead from here. A long time ago, there was an old man in the neighborhood who would play it whenever the bell rang. I loved his playing so much. She and I would enjoy listening to it together. My mom wants me to say goodbye, but I just can't bring myself to. So instead of saying goodbye, I want the piano from our memories to be played one more time.
I wonder what that big thing is behind me. Nature is cool. But when you really think about it, I'm a part of nature too.
Hey there, where did you come from? The ocean is full of all kinds of creatures. And I'm one of them.
I wonder what that big thing is.
It's rude to interrupt someone who's reading. Well, I'm just pretending to read, though. It's rude to... Well, I'm just pretending to read, though.
Looks like I have no choice. I don't mind either way, but it seems like I have to go. I still can't believe that my brothers are dead. It's too much to take in. As a mole,
my second son was a bit of an overthinker, but he was a good kid. My youngest doesn't listen to me, and isn't all that clever, so I won't raise my expectations. My second son was... My youngest doesn't listen. My youngest doesn't listen.
When throwing things away, how do you decide what to get rid of? I see. Interesting. By the way, I'm curious. They say to take care of things, right? So how do people decide what they need and what they don't? If there are things that are treasured despite being broken, then there must be things that are discarded even if they're not broken. That's how relationships work, too. There might also be times when things you cherish have to be thrown away precisely because they are so special. It's important to stop and contemplate in those moments. If someone deems it unneeded, somebody else might still want to have it. Do you remember how your things came into your possession? Do you know what kind of feelings led to their creation? What does it mean to treasure something? Sorry, I've talked too much. Well then, this place was created by the desire of a certain man. It seems quite fun, in a way. Let's go take a look.
Your existence brings significance to this world. Even if there is no significance, it would be nice to just have fun with your life, don't you think?
You might think kids frighten us the most, but it's actually the adults. I guess it's what they call nostalgia.
This old lady is mistaking me for her husband. Well, I guess it's fine. She seems happy, so I don't mind. Bring something again? Oh, green gemstone that possibly looks real. This sparkling gemstone isn't actually real. The type that's dubbed fake just by nature. I actually quite like them, to be honest.
To find joy, don't forget to cherish the little moments of happiness. That being said, the heart can hardly afford such things.
These are gone cups. I'll say it again just in case. While they are rides, they are not functional anymore. But this atmosphere, it's nice, right?
I don't have a preference between tea or coffee. Spinning round and round every day with the customers smiling and laughing. I had lots of fun too. My job was to spin around. To be specific, I spin the cup sitting atop a rotating pedestal, which is on top of another rotating pedestal. Wait, which part is the real me?
We're the mascots here, the angelic angels. We're trained to say angel-like words of wisdom to the customers. Occasionally, we may say something unpleasant though, so please keep that in mind. Don't be imprisoned by your past, and hold hope for the future. When it's said like this, it feels as if you're assumed to have made mistakes in the past. We're very colorful flowers. Love is the key to finding lost places. But what do people who couldn't find a key end up doing?
This monument is interesting. I should have saved my ring when I got divorced. Who could have thought these types of uses exist too? Mr. Cricket is certainly a strange person, but I can relate to some of his feelings.
This is my life's work. Eternal upcycle. This big ring. It's made up of the wedding rings of countless divorced people. Did that creep you out by any chance? I get where you're coming from. But there's real meaning in this work. So please, hear the full story. People have this belief that they should treasure material objects, correct? I don't want to reject that. However, if, for example, someone got divorced, they might get rid of their rings, right? It's not broken and can still be worn. But the ring's reason of existence for that person also becomes the reason why they get rid of it. Thus, I wanted to create a monument about wedding rings. Oh, how did I get my hands on so many rings? You can find them used on auction sites nowadays. You didn't know?
It's nice and comfy when the weather's good.
Mr. Cricket tried to paint me but failed. My life was wasted. I couldn't possibly be in a relationship with anyone looking like this.
Coming here is always so calming. Objects in this world are so mystifying. Even if they're made of the same material, they each have their own story and history that gives them meaning. At least from humanity's perspective.
We're very colorful flowers.
We flowers exist to bring smiles to the customers. But think for a moment.
Ah, my eyes are blurry again. I can hardly see anything. I think. When you get older, you stop being able to tell if you can see or not in the first place.
I've gotten so old that I sometimes mess up counting change. It sometimes results in angry phone calls. Sorry, Mr. Cricket.
A trash can to throw away trash. Someday I'll become trash too. And there's probably a bigger trash can out there somewhere for me.
Sorry, I got a notification. Have to go bid on a ring. Please feel free to take a look around.
It's nice and comfy when the weather's good.
There are lots of creatures living near us benches. When humans sit down to eat their sandwiches and such, stuff tends to spill out. Ants are always diligently bringing that stuff to their nests.
Have you ever thought of yourself as inadequate? Unable to find a reason why you can't succeed, so you end up blaming yourself? That's what makes you really inadequate. Bring something again? These fallen objects were once necessary to someone, right? The thought would be unbearable otherwise.
I guess I was put here so no one would notice me, hidden away like this. And so, I ended up spending my whole life in a place like this.
The man who lives here is pretty laid back. Lately, hardly anyone comes to visit anymore.
The tower up ahead is so dilapidated that it's dangerous to go near it. That's why the old guard almost never lowers the bridge.
The man who lives here is pretty laid back.
The tower up ahead is so dilapidated that it's dangerous to go near it. That's why the old guard almost never lowers the bridge.
ever thought of yourself as inadequate? Unable to find a reason why you can't succeed, so you end up blaming yourself? That's what makes you really inadequate. Bring something again? Looking closely at something that was once another's possession makes you wonder what kind of person they were. I think it's fun.
I'm just a door. I don't care if people say I have no personality. That's how I choose to live my life. Even a life spent just sharing a life is a bit much, you know? It's almost night, so it's time for us to get to work. It's hard to work the night shift, you know.
The tower up ahead is so dilapidated that it's dangerous to go near it. That's why the old guard almost never lowers the bridge.
As the bridge guard, I've been watching this path for quite a while. but I think some weird drooling thing smiled weirdly as it passed by. I think it was a mole. I was in such a hurry I forgot to lock the door.
Nature is cruel. But when you really think about it, I'm a part of nature too.
I'm not sure why, but I always feel like I'm being watched here. I'm not sure why, but I always feel like I'm being watched here.
This isn't the real ocean, so there are no waves, which means I hardly ever get a chance to do my job. This vibe. We are gonna be fed soon. We're always being watched. Sometimes human children come up and talk to us. Not that we understand what they're saying, though.
I'm not sure why, but I always feel like I'm being watched here. I'm not sure why, but I always feel like I'm being watched here.
Nature is cruel. But when you really think about it, I'm a part of nature too. Hey there, where did you come from? Nature is cruel.
I'm not sure why, but I always feel like I'm being watched.
Wow, there's loads of fish. I wonder what they're thinking about.
That's right.
The light in your heart can shine through and illuminate the darkness of others.
However, you may be so dazzling that the other person can't see what's in front of them.
Trash can for cans can only live near the vending machine. I'm often assumed to be more self-assertive than ever.
To love is an expression of utmost purity from the soul. It sounds correct, but after thinking about it, I don't really get it.
This is a real favorite of mine, especially given the age. Really a thing of its time. But it can't use magic anymore. So I named it Magicless Carpet.
I give off old-timey vibes, and I think it's awesome, don't you think? I think I'm really nailing it with the times, even if I do say so myself. But I can't move. Come to think of it, someone's supposed to visit the park today. Mr. Cricket's a little more restless than usual. Maybe whoever's coming is someone important.
The trash can for cans can only live near the vending machine. I'm often assumed to be more self-assertive than ever. Because I only take cans. But I'm not the type who can prove my worth elsewhere.
The light in your heart can shine. However, you may be so.
My grandchild came over crying with a balloon tied to a strange ring. I wonder what that was. This place is rather odd.
Do I look like a soldier to you? I'm not maintaining a prone position for no reason, though. I was buying a drink, but I dropped my coins on the ground. Where could they be? That being said, this position is kind of relaxing. Found something again? It may look like nothing special, but it may have been important to someone. From today, it's going to be something that's important to me. Do I look like a soul? I'm not maintaining a prone position. I was buying a drink. Where could they? That being said, found something again?
Trash can for cans can only live near the vending machine. I'm often seen as being more self-assertive than that.
At last, he has arrived. He's the president of the Desire Corporation, known nationwide for their amusement park management. And he's coming to see my park.
As the bridge guard, I've been watching this path for quite a while. But I think some weird drooling thing smiled weirdly as it passed by. I think it was a mole. I was in such a hurry I forgot to lock the door.
It's been a while since I last talked to a human. You want to cross over, right? Alright, I'll lower the bridge for you.
Supposedly, it's healthy for humans to talk with loud voices. Talk a lot, laugh a lot. And I've been recommended by my doctor to go outside. And that's why we all talk together out here. These ladies' ideas are quite selfish. Only caring about your own approval is so last century. But I can't just not interact with them all. Maybe I'm the only one who finds the youth's gaze to be painful. These ladies' ideas are quite selfish. Only caring about your own approval is so last century. But I can't just not interact with them all. Maybe I'm the only one who finds the youth's gaze to be painful.
Apparently, we're quite loud when we talk. It should really be fine. I mean, it's a public space. Public means it's for everyone, right?
Then there's no reason for anyone to complain.
Oh, hey, you're looking great. Try playing the trumpet. Bring something again. dropped or threw away. Differentiating is hard.
But selling this unpopular drink really makes time pass slowly.
This is indeed a nice Ferris wheel.
It would be perfect if it worked, though.
This is the Ferris wheel, Shuttered Sky. It's fun to observe a broken Ferris wheel and get lost in thought.
I'm pretty massive, and everyone probably thinks I'm looking at the scenery from way up high, right? But where are my eyes? I can't quite figure it out myself. Also, that president. It feels like he's appraising us. It's a bit scary.
Although opportunities like the riverbank cat gave me a chance to reflect on myself, I wasn't able to change myself for the better. I ended up spending the rest of my school years going through the motions. And I spent my adolescence wondering if my utter lack of self-confidence might naturally change when I became an adult. And when I grew up, I found someone special, someone that I wanted to be with forever. When my then girlfriend and I were having dinner, I suggested having her meet my parents. She smiled, as if anticipating the question. I wanted to cherish the person who would love someone like me. When marriage became a realistic possibility, I questioned myself. Do I really love her? To be with her forever means one of us has to see the other on their deathbed, is what I had thought. Then, while hazily thinking about our future, an image crossed my mind. Asleep in a hospital bed, it seems she didn't have long. I sat there, holding her hand. She wanted to go outside and soak up the sunlight. So I brought her outside in her wheelchair. The sunlight's making me feel better. I think I'll recover soon, she said with a smile. But I knew she didn't have long. Her smile was dazzling, yet painful. I realized at that point, to see how much I really loved her. I had imagined the death of the person most precious to me. So is she truly precious to me? I held my doubt. I had just imagined a precious person dying. Just how sad would losing her have made me? I wanted to figure out how much she meant. In the end, it's nothing more than me imagining a tragic story and indulging in narcissistic self-pity. Treating the person I love as a tool for my own ego. Had I ever really been thinking about her at all? I hadn't changed. All I could think about was myself. I began to feel hatred for that part of me. I joined the military in hopes of changing that part of myself as soon as possible. If someone like me could be of use to others. But in the end, I wasn't able to change there either, you see. As if running away, I pledged my farewells to her and joined the military.
Advance!
I tried my hardest however I could. To protect, not for myself, but for the sake of others. If I could do that, maybe I could finally change. And yet, I still can't even fire a gun. In the end, people can't change so easily. How should I exist? Yet here I am, wandering aimlessly. What did the surgeon mean by giving me, a soldier who can't even fire a gun, this bullet? What am I supposed to use it for? Just what should I be dedicating this life to?
To find joy, don't forget to cherish the little moments of happiness. That being said, the heart can hardly afford such things.
What's wrong? I'm not scary. Come on, this place is so fun, right? Well then, how about I give you something rare? It's a balloon with a wedding ring from a divorced person.
Gross. I don't get your motives at all. Ew.
If there's failure, there's also success. That's what life is. If you give it to the sky, your wish will come true.
You're scary.
All right, that's that job done. I love making children happy.
Wow, there's loads of fish. I wonder what they're thinking about.
We're always being watched. Sometimes human children come up and talk to us. Not that we understand what they're saying, though.
I'm not sure why, but I always feel like I'm being watched here. I'm not sure why, but I always feel like I'm being watched here. I'm not sure why, but I always feel like I'm being watched here.
Nature is cool. But when you really think about it, I'm a part of nature too. Nature is cruel. But when you really think about it, I'm a part of it.
I'm not sure why, but I always feel like I'm being watched here.
Wow, there's loads of... I wonder what they're thinking about.
Hey, Dad, I want to feed the fish.
I guess we're already here. Let's do it.
This is where we moles live. The children are here to train in bouldering. And one day, they will leave me, their mother. They will each find their own place. They will be independent and free. Oh, how good that sounds.
It's time for us to leave the nest. First, I, the oldest, will train and reach the surface. Then I'm going to ring a bell somewhere in town. That'll prove that I've become independent.
What does this training signify? There are a lot of things I think about being the middle child. Even if you make it to the top of the bouldering wall, all of your effort only occurred underground. It'd be nice to be above ground, but I guess there's many other social walls that I'd have to get through. Of course, wall is just a metaphor.
Hey, I'm the youngest brother. I don't think it'll be my turn for a while. So I'm just gonna take it easy. My mom thinks I'm a bad son. She's so passionate about it, but I'm not really interested in being free or having my own place. Or anything like that. Why? I don't think that's what real freedom is about.
Supposedly people can't move forward until they're satisfied they understand. They're a slave to that satisfaction. Admittedly, I'm the same. What about you? Found something again? It's hard to say what the point is, but there are things you can't throw away.
Wait, hold on. There are people who'd say I look even better now, right?
believe you're talking to a barrel like me, an outcast. You're a good guy. Just so you know, there's nothing inside me. A mole just scrambled up the wall. Could it be trying to ring the bell? A mole just scrambled up the wall. Could it be trying to ring the bell?
That's right. We used to sit here on the man's roof and spend so much time together, listening to the piano, chatting about anything and everything. I miss that. Humans can't choose what they want to remember or what they want to forget. I'll probably forget all about this someday.
It's been a while since I've met someone here. Back in the day, the kids from the town would often look through me to peek at the bell tower. From here, it almost feels like you could reach it, doesn't it? But I can't move, so all I can do is watch.
A mole just scrambled up the wall.
I think I can hear the lovely sound of the piano coming from the plaza. Bring something again? These things were and what they were doing yesterday before they ended up in my hands today.
Finally, my boy has rung the bell and become a full-fledged mole. This leaves me all alone. But such is a mother's duty.
He'll probably have plenty of regrets throughout his life. But I hope he'll live to the fullest.
The truth is, the real me is much, much older. I was reminiscing the old days and found myself here. Perhaps this is a dream? But she's not in this world either. I think everyone has something in their past they wish they could do over. Maybe that regret is what created this place. Because the real me could never play the piano this well. I wish I could have been able to play like that old man before I moved. And I wish I could have said goodbye to her properly and told her how I felt. I don't know where she is right now. But I'm glad I was able to play for her. It's a strange feeling. If I had been able to play the piano back then, would my life have been different? Maybe I feel this way because I'm older. For some reason, I'd really like to see her again. It's because I'm getting older.
I don't know who did it, but the sound of the bell is so refreshing, even invigorating. And this boy's performance reminds me so much of the old man who used to play. How very nostalgic.
He'll probably have plenty of regrets, but I hope he'll live to the fullest.
Thank you. Now I think I can finally move forward with my life. I'm hoping yours will also be one of delight.
That was kind of a comfortable place. Turns out the boy was actually a much older man. I'm a bit surprised, but I'm glad he feels better now. Still, I never thought a mole would ring the bell. The youngest mole was the only one to successfully leave the nest. But I suppose it can't be helped. They had their own ways. I don't know if you can hear me, but will you listen for a minute? It's true I've been through a lot, but the life I had been living was utterly meaningless. Being a soldier who can't even shoot a gun, it ended up coming back to bite me. One day I was shot by an enemy soldier. But I wasn't just shot. I took a colossal blow to my mental state as well. Usually I take a lighter stance and joke around to cover up my cowardice. But I'm both too physically and mentally destroyed to do so. And then I met you, here, at this hospital. You being here must mean that you're broken in some way as well. And yet, there were such colorful pieces of art here. I found some strange comfort in that kind of work, and began to take interest in you. What kind of person you are, what you were thinking when you made those pieces. You won't wake up, so all I could do was imagine. Then, one day, I found a sketchbook filled with ideas amongst your belongings. It also recounted your struggles and doubts. And I realized the feelings I've had my whole life were similar to yours. I kept on trying to evade it, but you were facing your doubts head on as you created your work. I've actually never really tried to draw anything before. But if it really can help me, I thought I'd use your sketches as a motif and make something of my own. Think of it as my way of getting closer to you. I made a new piece based on one of your sketches. I hope you'll like it.
A big blue fish. Would that be you by any chance?
Are you the one who come from this ocean? If that's true, please tell us where the path to freedom is.
So excited.
The ocean is not a kind place. Are you prepared for that?
What are rules to you? I see. So that's how you feel. Tell me, what exactly is freedom? Isn't wanting to be free itself a kind of freedom? Is becoming free the beginning of a new unfree? Is it truly called freedom only when it is achieved in this life? Then what is the meaning of, in death we are free? Why is it that human beings are so trapped by how free they are? And one day, both of our freedoms will clash with one another, won't they? You can't know freedom without knowing unfree. That's ridiculous, is what I'd like to say.
Hey there, where did you come from? The ocean is full of all kinds of creatures. And I'm one of them. Nature is cruel. But when you really think about it, I'm a part of nature too. I wonder what that big thing is behind me. The caution tape makes me look kind of dangerous, doesn't it? But I'm just The caution tape makes me look kind of dangerous, doesn't it? But I'm just stuffed with Mr. Cricket's bulk-bought toilet paper. Of course, there's barely any budget, so it's 200 meters of single ply. Why was I born here as a flower? What does it matter if I find out? Why was I born here as a flower? What does it matter if I... Living and dying. Life is so busy. I just wish we could pick one. Living and dying. Life is so busy. I just wish we could pick one. Living and dying. Life is so busy. I like customers who calculate and make sure they need less change. It's a hassle having to release so many coins at once. And it's noisy too.
I think we can get in through this door?
Yeah, let's try getting in through here.
Fine. It's a little scary, but I'll try.
Are you having fun, everyone? There are 3 robots left for the performance.
The goal of this audition is not only to present your technical skills. What is the most important thing when continuing art? I believe we might be able to find a clue to the answer to the question. Please join me on this path for the future of all art and creativity. Thank you.
Love is the key to finding lost places. But what do people who couldn't find a key end up doing?
This monument is interesting. I should have saved my ring when I got divorced. Who could have thought these types? Mr. Cricket is certainly a strange person.
This guy suddenly stopped moving. I was having fun, though. How can I fix it? Oh, it works. I'm quite fond of it. Riding it makes me feel all dreamy. My wife forced me to ride it at first, but Now I've become obsessed.
Now, let us begin the long-awaited tour of the rides. Let's get a move on.
This is my usual spot where I float around. Those three little fish have
What's up? I'm decanting the seawater, so don't bother me. Bring something again? Someone either dropped or threw away. Differentiating is hard. I'm decanting the seawater. Found something again? Looking closely at something that was once another's possession makes you wonder what kind of person they were. I think it's fun.
Occasionally I'd spot the moray eel, but he was always so I'm glad it seems he has friends now.
I heard a rumor that there's said to be a fish here that supposedly came from a place called the ocean. But because no one believes him, he doesn't talk about it. Apparently, he doesn't usually appear much. I think I might have heard that he's large and blue.
We have to go find him then.
Where could he be? Maybe he's around the sunken ship after all?
I wanna ask him what kinds of feed are in the ocean. I don't know much, but the ocean sounds awesome.
This is my usual spot where I float around. But if you go further up ahead, you'll find many different creatures.
Those three little fish have totally different personalities, but it's nice that they seem to get along. I wish I could have friends like that.
Whoa, nice job. Living quietly is surprisingly hard.
That tuna, he's always so angry.
If you're gonna be that angry, your whole body will turn into dark meat. Whoa, nice job finding me. Living quietly is surprisingly hard.
Those three little fish have totally different personalities, but it's nice that they seem to get along.
Were we born for the purpose of firing at something? I don't really understand, but my body smells burnt. I wish I could have been on a real ship. Even Beryl wants to go on adventures too.
It's supposed to be a sunken ship, but it doesn't seem real to me. Stuff like this doesn't exist in the ocean. I don't know because I've never been there though.
I don't like the way you're thinking. If you've never been, then why aren't you trying to go?
It's not like I have a problem living here.
Why are you even saying that?
Come on. It'd be bad if someone overheard us.
The fish here don't care, and the humans can't even understand us when we talk.
Wait, the humans can't understand us? That's wild.
Is it really impossible for us flowers to die beautifully while still blooming? Must we, after all, wither before we can die? Is it really impossible for us flowers to die beautifully while still blooming? Must we, after all, wither before we can die?
To be honest, compared to the parts of us you can see, I think our roots are way cooler. It's a shame no one can see them. When lost, check the map. So do we maps check ourselves when we're lost? Oh, my apologies. I can't even move from here, and yet I couldn't help trying to look cool. Sometimes people lie down on me in the nap. But somehow I don't feel uncomfortable. I'm proud to offer them a peaceful time of relaxation.
When people talk about impressions, they usually say things like bright or brilliant, right?
So does that mean I'm bright when I'm shining my light?
Hey, this is where we, the rise, spend the end of our days.
There used to be my utility poles, and we worked together to carry electricity back home.
There used to be my utility poles, and we worked together to carry. There used to be my utility poles, and we worked together to carry electricity back home. We kinda knew we weren't great for the scenery, and in the end, we just didn't fit with the aesthetics of the era.
Now the poles are all gone, and I'm all alone, just here as an art object.
There used to be my utility poles, and we worked together to carry electricity.
Hey there. You know, I really think art is about escaping from established ideas. That's why I don't make things for humans anymore. If I want to create something new, I need to change my audience. So, I've decided to create paintings solely intended for non-human animals. Maybe this way, I can free myself from human society. Animals can't pay me. Yeah, well, I'm thinking of starting by gathering experimental data to see what kinds of transactions are possible with them.
This place is bigger than I thought. And this is the first ride.
Think for a moment. You might think we're made from just one tree at first glance. But we're actually made up of pieces of wood from the same species. We're patchwork. If that's the case, then what exactly is my consciousness?
Winter is cold, so people hardly ever come to sit. Touching my arm makes them cold. Oh wait, I meant armrest, not arm.
The light of your soul illuminates all darkness. But is it truly a good thing to illuminate all darkness?
My wife is in the middle of a photo session, so I should probably be quiet. We've gotten into many arguments before because of it.
Photo stand-ins are fun. I I'm in the middle of a shoot, so don't interrupt. Is what I'd like to say. Do you need something? People who only talk to others when they need something are never trusted, you know? Bring something again? These fallen objects were once necessary to someone, right? The thought would be unbearable otherwise. Photo stand I'm in is what people who found something again. It may look like nothing special, but it may have been important to someone. From today, it's going to be something that's important to me.
I was taking photos when the soldier asked me to take one of him. I've only been photographing my husband, though, so it's a nice change.
When I start spinning, the swings spread out, don't they? I actually get really excited at that moment. Back when I used to move, I really enjoyed that moment. By the way, is this the rumored president? Coming to see the broken down rides by helicopter feels a bit. I want him to consider how we feel.
Was fail flight good? Let's move on, shall we?
Failflight is an unfortunate name. Honestly, there has to be some sort of regulation around that.
I can't move.
so we Coral don't really have anything to do during the light show. Yum, that was tasty. Living aimlessly sure is one way of life for a fish.
Whoa, nice job finding me. Living quietly is surprisingly hard.
That tuna is always so angry. Yum, that was tasty. Living aimlessly sure is one way of life for a fish. So we Coral don't really have anything to do. There's a strange creature inside that pipe over there.
Well, to you, I'm probably a strange creature too.
The water temperature is controlled here, so it's really comfortable. So there are no waves. Which means I hardly ever get a chance to do my job. The water temperature is controlled here, so it's really comfortable. I just chill with the water, and before I know it, the whole day has passed so quickly. The special feed we get from customers is the best treat. I understand being happy about getting the feed, but being happy to give it? Humans sure are strange.
I haven't eaten lunch yet, but to be honest, even if I saw fish food, I wouldn't feel like eating it. Well, at least all the fish coming to eat are cute. There. You're all such good fishies. Let's try to entertain the customers until we're done for the day.
This isn't the real ocean, so there are no waves.
Which means I hardly ever. There's a strange creature inside that pipe over there.
Well, to you, I'm probably a strange creature too.
The special feed we get We can't move, so we Coral don't really have anything to do during the light show. This is my usual spot where I float around.
What's up? I'm decanting the seawater, so don't bother me. doing something again? Contemplating while looking at all the random objects. Those days aren't so bad.
Those three little fish have totally different personalities, but it's nice that they seem to get along. The light show? It's a regular event held periodically. There are lots of sparkly lights and feed get scattered everywhere. And the fish entertain the customers whilst eating the feed.
Yum, that was tasty.
I haven't eaten lunch yet. Well, let's try to entertain the customers until we're done for the day.
The special feed we get from customers is the best treat. I understand being happy about getting feed, but being happy to give it? Humans sure are. We can't move, so we coral don't really have anything to do during the light show. The water temperature is controlled here, so it's really comfortable. This isn't the real ocean, so there are no waves. Which means I hardly ever get a chance to do my job.
I wish I could have been on
Is the best treat. I understand being.
There's a strange creature inside that pipe over there.
Well, to you, I'm probably a strange creature too.
We can't move, so we coral don't really have anything to do during the light show.
I prepared a special dinner for you today.
It's lovely to be able to enjoy fresh sushi while looking at the swimming fish. It's like we are in the ocean.
Is that fish that they're eating?
That being said, the sales go towards our feed budget. I don't really mind though.
Then we should be thankful to them. Hey, thank you.
be ready to spread your wings. But where exactly can you spread your wings to by letting go of the past?
Merry-go-rounds are nice. It's pretty and fun to ride. A wonderful experience. You can't ride this one, but it still looks nice anyways.
My husband has always been too embarrassed to ride the merry-go-round. But when he rode it, he became addicted. And now he likes it more than me.
This is Goodbye Pony, the merry-go-round. Personally, I love merry-go-rounds. They're just such a romantic ride. I get teary just looking at the ponies working diligently.
Oh, what a wonderful merry-go-round. It looks nice, but it's not gonna work either, right?
Hey, this is where we, the rides, spend the end of our days. We've all gathered from many different places. The one thing we have in common is that we can't move anymore. Mr. Cricket loves to boast about us, but honestly, I don't feel very confident about it. What on earth is that president even doing here? Even if the president from such a big company visits, he won't learn anything or have a fun time.
Ever since we were born, we lived in fear of being wrong, always worried that the real plants might actually leave us. But when we think about it, we could potentially live longer than them. But then again, even if we can live longer, what does that really mean?
say the man in pajamas once said, no matter how much you try to get to know yourself, your consciousness kicks in before you can ever reach the deepest part. It's like a computer's OS. You need it to function, so you can never get rid of it. And because we use the OS to move and think, we can't scan the parts to the base of our own system. You could say the same for society. A rule in which we don't even know why it exists. There are plenty of people who don't even realize that the rule is in place either. Basically, the social norms that have been shared from a base upon which we dictate good from evil. Do you really think it was you who made that decision in that scenario? He must have had doubts about that system, leading him to take his path of solitude in search of himself.
That's true. It may be harder to understand yourself than it is to understand others.
I'm not really following this complicated stuff. But I remember the man in pajamas was talking about our coffee, and he hadn't even tried any.